it's interesting. It's Zelensky himself saying that peace talks are making, a direct quote here, pretty good progress, and that fills me with optimism. Maybe I'm being slightly deluded, but for everybody's sake, I want this to be drawn to a close as quick as possible.
Well, yes. Of course, it's optimistic words, and that's important to send that message to his people, whether they're fleeing the country or whether they're still there and managing to hear him. I think the comments that he made about NATO are regretful and tinged with a bitterness and a sadness because, as he said, we've always been told the door is open and it clearly isn't. And he's called upon NATO to help, and NATO hasn't helped in the way that he's wanted, in other words, to impose a no-fly zone. And what he said also in this comment was, we will seek our security elsewhere. Now, that I think is a much more interesting thing to think about. Where is he going to seek his security? Now, as we're on air now, he's meeting with the leaders of Poland, the Czech Republic and Slovenia. And he's also had that conversation with the Joint Expeditionary Force.
And he addressed Canadian Parliament today as well.
So, I mean, he's putting himself out there, talking to people. He's asked for help. NATO has refused to give him the help that he wants. And now he's feeling that the door is slammed.
Do you think they're right to have done so? Do you think NATO are right so far to have refused the calls for a no-fly zone?
Yes, I do, because I think when you're dealing with somebody like Vladimir Putin, you give him the slightest excuse and we would be into World War III.